program. I'm Rowan Hand, and this is Aubrey Morris. How are you, sir?
Very well, Rowan.
A man of South Africa.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you.
Well, living in Ireland now.
Living in Ireland now, but you'll never get rid of your South African roots, you know. I came across quite by accident on the World Service the other day, Ladysmith Black Mambaza. And I was told that the Mambaza means an axe for cutting, and people are cutting and making a difference with music. And Nelson Mandela said to the Mambaza, he said, when I was in prison, you kept me going. You kept me going then. What sort of South Africa did you grow up in?
One that was coming out of apartheid.
Coming out.
My dad would have been in the heat of it. You know, he would have been a political prisoner himself.
Would he?
Having a dream to be a doctor and having it cut away because of political issues. And he spent time in prison for that.
Yes.
But he did make something of his life afterwards. But we were at the tail end of it, so we caught the tail end. And we saw the transition from that into a democratic South Africa, Rainbow Nation as they call it now.
Rainbow Nation, yeah.
So
but
it was all good.
Well, my memories are memories of things like Sharpeville and the awfulness of the massacres and the townships and stuff like that. And your people are growing strong, are they?
They are. Mandela himself did something unique in that one of his quotes, he says, you know, you can be out of prison physically, but he said, you need to be out of prison in your mind. You know, that's where the freedom needs to start. He said he decided when he left prison that forgiveness was the path to go. And so that helped heal the country and helped even us dream bigger and put our arms around people we thought were our enemies, you know. And it's become a lovely nation, you know. It's still working, it's still a work in progress, but
Enemy is like the concept of the weather. It changes, you know, as in the course of time. And there's no point. The past can be an alien planet where we shouldn't go.
No, don't need to dwell there.
No.
We have to move forward.
Deal with it. Deal with it, for goodness sake.
That's one of the chapters in my book that talks about forward thinking, you know, being current and coming out of the past, not using the past for habitation, but moving on, you know, not letting the scars of the past stop your destiny or your dreams, you know. And so I believe the nation has done that, and individuals are doing it, you know.
What has God done in South Africa? Now you're eminently placed to make a judgment on that and to see it.
I remember before the whole elections and before, you know, the turnaround, there was a group of churches that formed a thing called the One Cup, where they drew a lot of people together, blacks, whites, all nationalities, to a stadium and would use it for music and worship and prayer and praying for the nation, you know, that there wouldn't be any bloodbaths, there wouldn't be any major catastrophes per se, you know, people wouldn't, because there was a lot of violence, a lot was happening, a lot of transition. And that really helped to cement unity, you know, and there was a peaceful election, it went well, Mandela was inaugurated, and things began to turn around, you know, and looking like how Mandela skillfully used the rugby team to get behind them and support them, and they won the World Cup that time when Francois Pienaar was the captain, and that really just brought a big celebration, and you saw blacks and whites coming together and celebrating South Africa, you know.
I remember so well the day the prison gates opened and he walked out. I think Winnie was with him, walking to the cameras. We were waiting, you know. How long ago is that now? I'm not sure.
That's many years ago.
Many years ago. I was a young journalist in RTE in Belfast. So why are you here? You've brought your book with you, The Potential of Your Life. Dream it, believe it, live it. It's a good message.
It is. For me, you know, I am a teacher, and I'm always aware of children, teenagers, heading somewhere in life, you know, and all this potential locked in them. And not just children, but adults. And so I'm at a place where I believe it's vital what I impart to kids, getting them to dream ahead, think ahead, believe in themselves, believe in God, of course, but believe in the abilities of God in them, you know, because so many things out there can cut away at the good in people. And I believe that the book is designed to revitalize and re-energize people's dreams and goals, especially people who have lost sight of their goals and their dreams. And so it's designed to impact them, to inject life again,
Quite coincidentally, I opened the book and I opened it at Daniel. There's a quote of Daniel from the book of Daniel. And another thought of Daniel came to me. And the Daniel that I heard quoted was, dare to be a Daniel, dare to stand alone.
Stand out.
Dare to have a purpose, and dare to have it known.
And to be excellent about it.
And to do it proudly and whatever. So why are you here? Why are you over now? You're with the Newry Christian Centre.
I'm with Newry Christian Centre, Pastor.
Are you staying for a while?
Mike Holohan, yes. You're
going to stay with us in Newry for a while?
Yes.
How long are you going to stay in Newry?
It's hard to say. It's up to the Lord, but there's no plans to move away now at the moment. I believe God is doing something in the church unique. As a move. People are excited. People are catching a vision of something. The church is not just a spiritual entity in terms of bringing the word to people, but it's bringing practical help. I mean, I see with the food bank at Mike and Roberta
we're talking to Mike on Monday of next week.
Amazing how many people are being helped.
It's a year in now.
And I see Mike reaching out to the community. Jesus did the same thing. He fed them and he gave them the word and he fed them physically. And so people need help. People need to know that we care. One of the things that, especially African people, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so when the church can show that it cares for its community, it will be embraced by its community. And I believe God has designed the church to impact people. And I believe I'm just playing a part, in terms of the book, in terms of being part of the ministry at Newry Christian Centre and helping with the youth and different things like that. And our job is to encourage people, in their walk with God, and those who are searching, to show them the path. And for me, it's pointless if you're going to be breathing and doing nothing, we're born with a purpose or live on purpose. And one of the things I wanted to point out, if I can, from page 3.
While you're looking for page 3, I'm going to ask Andrew to seek out Brenda Fassi. Her piece of music gets halfway down the page. That'll be a wonderful African one for us in a moment. You know Brenda?
Oh yes, Brenda Fassi.
She's a wonderful. Do you know where I got her CD? From a nun in the bush of northwest Nigeria, the deep interior of northwest Nigeria. And they're this.
And it was great because a lot of these people kept the country going with the music and the hope, especially when Mandela was behind bars, and so they played a big role,
Your page 3.
One of the things, this is what Mandela said actually, he said, and this is a quote from Nelson Mandela, he said, "There is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you're capable of living." And I believe human beings are capable of a lot, of great achievements and different things like that. But to settle for something less, Mike always says this, Jesus died to give you so much and for you to walk in so much, but you're walking in that much because you don't realize what's been given to you or the potential residing in you. So it's time to lift your vision, lift your expectations, and so...
And walk in the light of the love of God.
Yeah.
Aubrey Morris, thank you. We're going to see you again at the Newry Christian Centre.
Yes.
God bless you. Go well.
Thanks for having me.